Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Moneycast here. And with me today we have guesting Writing the Future. And yeah, do you just wanna start with introducing yourself and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah. Hello. My name is Rasmus, and I'm the singer and screenwriter, and been a part of the band since 2014.
Okay. So you you're not like you're fuck. Vänta nu, jag får klippa lite, fan. So you're not like one of the founding members. You came in like a little bit later, or were you there from the beginning?
No, the band actually started 2010 with two other members in the original upset of the band,
Mm.
but because of issues with personal issues of those two members, they choose to go separate ways, and Writing the Future was seeking for a new singer.
Mm.
And if I don't remember it all wrong, I think that Richard, that he is playing the drums. He found a really old ad that I've done on a page called Bandfinder. Um, so he was like, let's send him an email and see what if he respond. And when I got the mail, I was like, fuck, I have heard of this band. Uh, so yeah, we met like a week after, and we chose to join and create something still under the name Writing the Future, but something different
Yeah,
with me as a lead singer then.
yeah. I saw that you have like two EPs and one album, right? Were you
Yeah,
on the first EP, or did you come in on the second one?
the second one.
Okay.
Uh, they played kind of pure 100% pure metalcore for me. The original lead singer, he couldn't sing, so they chose to just do screams, and he was fucking awesome on screaming. So I had some kind of uh, big shoes to walk in when I chose to join the band. But we kind of talked the stuff through, and we were like, they had actually searched for a singer that could both sing and scream. So for their how do you say, for what they were want to on that path they wanted to follow,
Oh,
I more than the lead singer than the original one,
oh yeah.
because they wanted to some explore and try new stuff and do something other than just scream and be angry. And
Well, yeah. I mean, you have your distinct sound now. I would say, like, you have I mean, I'd say special sound almost. Like, it's really cool with like dubstep breakdowns almost, like dubsteppy mixed with metalcore and almost hardcorey at places. I really like the style that you have got going on right now. It's really cool.
it's
um,
kind of funny because we were sitting down and we have some inspiration. I have my inspiration sources, and Richard, he has his inspiration sources. So, and Simon also on his front, and we were like, why the fuck can't we combine all those parts and make it actually work together as a new sound? So we have tried different styles and techniques, and and I think that we have found something that make this sound for the listener to think that this is right in the future, and that is what we want to. We want to be that band. When you play a song, you can hear when you play it that it is that band. And I think we have found something, and we are still expanding this machinery and trying new things and stuff, and putting new elements and new vibes. But yeah, we are working in this box with the frames of what we want to be.
Oh yeah, I think the first song I actually heard from you guys that got me looking into your discography was "Death Is the Only Way Out." Holy
Oh,
shit! Like, you expect this big heavy breakdown, and then it's just this insane dubstep beat just going ham, and it's just so special and awesome.
thank you.
But it's fun to really look like through the discography and like see how it evolves
Yeah.
and develops. I imagine that it's been like a big journey to like reach this stage. Has there been like any special band for you that has inspired you like specifically? Like
Yeah. There has been a lot of bands that we been influenced by, and I think one of the biggest bands that influence a lot of things that we do is Falling in Reverse, because Ronnie Radke, the singer in that band, he can make things that shouldn't work out together. He makes it work out. He combines rap with pure metal, with heavy breakdowns and Queen choruses with layers of vocals, and still it's heavy as fuck, and it's still metal. And when I heard Ronnie Radke, I was like, what the fuck? I want to be the Swedish Ronnie Radke. I want to make stuff that don't fit together and work together. I want to make songs with those elements that shouldn't be combined, but we combine them and make it work.
yeah.
So Falling in Reverse has been a huge influence, especially for me, I think. But there is a lot of bands that are around the world that we have. Oh, this was nice. Oh, this was cool.
Yeah.
We should the Browning, for instance,
Oh.
with all this dubstep and the synth layers and hardcore. Yeah. So try to take what we actually like to listen to ourselves and make something new of it.
Have you always listened to metal, or did you like discover it while growing up? And
This is kind of awkward to say, but today I almost does not listen to metal at all because I've listened to a lot of metal for a lot of years, and now I've tried to find inspiration in other music than just what I'm used to and what I'm kind of comforting. So let's say Richard, his biggest idol is Justin Bieber.
oh shit!
So yeah, so we like to call ourselves that we are the world's most colorful boy band. We are trying to brand like we can do this boy band stuff and solo sing songwriter with pop EMD, techno and house, maybe rap if we want to, and still make it to our vibe and to provide with metal and metalcore.
Yeah.
Uh, So I think that that is exactly what writing the future is. Writing the future is writing the future, and we want to do something new that inspires others to do exactly what they want. Because music isn't just music; it's a feeling. It's emotions, and you can be happy, and you can be sad, you can be glad, everything, angry, and we want to pinpoint every emotion for different songs. So I think today it's hard to listen to metal because or metalcore or deathcore because there is so damn many bands that's so fucking good. So they drown in a pool of new bands and new songs that you miss it.
Mm.
You see these big headliners that Architects, Bring Me the Horizon, all those big huge band when they release a song, yeah, you see it because people sharing it and post about it on social medias. But if like say a smaller band from United States, they doesn't reach my ears because I don't know they exist.
No, no, exactly. It's only because I'm a reactor that I hear so many small bands, like smaller. Like my YouTube flow is like full of these crazy ass bands that has like 17 subscribers.
Yeah,
It can be everything from like 6 subscribers, then it's like the topic channel, up to like 300, and it's just so many different bands. It's like slam, metalcore, hardcore. It's everything. It's and you just go like, what the hell is going on? It's just like
they are they are still good. I've seen some of your reactions, and the band you listen to, they are fucking great in what they do. They they are pure talent, and they are fucking awesome music. But I've heard maybe of one of the bands that you have done reactions to, because they are probably unknown to too many people. So because they are unknown and they don't fit in any algorithm because of numbers, that's fucking stupid. Because today numbers is everything, and I think that's kind of shitty.
yeah.
Because if you don't have like, oh, I have 200,000 listeners on per month at Spotify, if you don't belong on if you don't if you're not on that level, you doesn't belong there.
Mm.
And that is what musicians today are trying to be. They are trying to be a heavy ass metal band, but they it's more important for a band today to have good numbers than do good music.
Yeah, like PR is more important. Like you have to have a lot of advertising and this and that, and it's not about the music anymore. Almost like for many of the bands, because it's just to like keep pushing out the music and just keep pushing, 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 pushing.
Yeah, and the bad thing with that is that a band, because we have a record label now, and we they kind of opened our eyes for how this actually works. They were like, yeah, we want you to release a new song every third week, and we
Oh,
were like, what the fuck? You can't put the right amount of love and the right amount of feelings and work for a song in only 3 weeks. That's impossible. So we said no to that. But we see after that that a lot of bands they do like this. They release songs that are kind of okay, but they could be really 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 good if they put like maybe more to it. But they are maybe on a label that say, yeah, we needed to push this many songs for this time era, and this is what you got to do. We
yeah,
don't care if it sounds good as long as you release new music in that amount of time on that interval. And I think it's fucked up. I think
yeah.
it's I understand why many bands actually reaching and fighting to be independent, because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. But I can see why it's compelling to you, like be on a label too, like the safety net and everything. You
Yeah,
have the backing and everything. You have the platform to like grow and everything. But at the
yeah,
same time, you have the freedom as
yeah.
independent to do whatever you want, as you said.
You are taking your when you sign to a label, I think uh, you are taking away the heart of what music really are.
Mm.
Because when you sign to a label, then it's not a hobby or something you have wished for eternity or since you were a child. Because then you have this almost gun to your head. You need to push out new music because we have a contract. And I
Mm.
think that I think it's kind of bad, because I think many bands that fought and tried for many years and rehearsed and wrote new songs and played small shitty gigs and put in a lot of money, when they finally get this label contract, they are like, yeah, we made it. But that's actually the first step to the grave of the band. We have been there a lot of times, and we have had this discussion: is it worth it? Should we put writing the future to the trash, and or should we stop playing? Should we do this? Because it's not fun on that level, because they take away the joy.
Mm.
Not all the record labels, of course. There is many good that actually do this for their bands, and they want them to succeed and stuff like that. But there is many labels that pushing it too far
Mm.
for the band.
Mm. Mm. Uh, you released Skin Dead not too long ago. Do you have any
Yeah.
more music coming out soon, or do we need to wait a while for the next song?
No, we have actually done the thumbs up on the rest of our upcoming album that will be released
Ooh.
uh, in 1-2 months from now.
Ooh, so will it be released for Helltown then?
Yeah, before that.
Hell yes.
And we are actually because we have this time of the year. It's not a lot of shows, because this time of the year it's in the cycle of we are in the studio and we are writing new songs and stuff like that, because you need to do that and want to do that before the festivals start. Uh, so we are actually we have precisely done the OK button on the last songs on the album that will be released, and we are actually right now in studio releasing more new songs that we are gonna put on the third album that will be released early next year.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean the
but in the pipe.
best are so good. Like the surprise black in the like ending of Death is the Only Way Out is just the best when it just slows down and they just ah, it's just so gnarly at the ending there. You don't expect it.
I was sitting with my producer at the time when we were writing this song, and he was like, Rasmus, here should be a breakdown. And I was like, yeah, and then we should break down the breakdown with a breakdown. And he was like, yeah. And what if we end the song with a new breakdown? So we were kind of joking around, fooling around in the studio, and it actually became kind of good that we did a regular breakdown with a new breakdown, breaking it, that we end with a heavy ass slow breakdown. So it was kind of fun.
So you have one album coming out this year and one album coming out next year. Are you aiming to do like one album per year, that, or do you like want to keep it like every 3 years after that, or something like? I mean, it can't. Isn't it hard with the time pressure there? I mean, a whole album is pretty long too.
Yeah, we have decided that um, we choose to do an album, and we can't say, we will do this album in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. It takes what it takes in time, because we have come to this point where we decided that, okay, this is the concept, this is what we want to do, and this is what we want to talk about, and this is what we want to write music about. And the first album we did together was We Suffer in Silence, and the whole album is about my childhood. So when you listen to that album, every song is like 1 year of my life.
Oh wow!
That I have put together 1 year in feelings, thoughts, and reflections, and we made a song of it. And the same thing was with the EP after that, The World of Disaster, because this was actually 1 year before COVID came, and we were like, the world is going catastrophal, and people are fighting over everywhere, and there was a political war in the USA between Donald Trump and stuff like that. It was kind of shitty worldwide.
Mm.
And we were like, yeah, let's talk about this, because we noticed that media didn't talk about it. They talked about what they wanted us to know, and in many ways that story was kind of twisted. So yeah, there we have the concept for A World of Disaster, and that became, okay, we are going to do an album now. What should we do this album about? And we were sitting and talking, and I was like, what if, because people actually say, oh, I want to go to heaven. Even Oliver Sykes has said, nobody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And you always choose to talk about heaven like something positive, and the hell like something negative. So we wanted to twist that concept. What if there is no heaven, there is no hell, we are living on earth where it becomes hell for some and heaven for some? It's the reflection of how you choose to live your life and what path you choose to follow. So what if you are caught between heaven and hell in the real hell?
Ooh. That.
So yeah, so this album is kind of it's kind of, we are twisting everything, that it, what if there is no God? What if there is no Satan or devil? What if you are your own God and your own devil? Because you're still choosing what to do with your life. There is nobody saying, this path it's written for you. Yeah, it was God. No, it wasn't. It was the right amount of choices that made your path successful or otherwise.
That is
So
very true, and it's an interesting subject actually,
yeah,
because the world is so heavily governed by religion. Like, it's
yeah,
insane. just imagine how much power the church has.
Yeah.
Like, it's
What would you took it away?
exactly. That's just so insane to just think about, actually.
But the thing is that the majority of wars around the world, they wouldn't exist because there are political wars that are started because you have a different religion,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
different kind of belief. And it's kind of fucked up because every religion has their god. They're praying to somebody above, and they are afraid of going to the guy in hell. But they call it different name. The god has different names, but they are still praying for one person or one thing. Religion is in my opinion, it's kind of alike, and people are actually fighting because I believe in my God and you believe in yours, so I should kill you because you should believe in my God. Okay, what's the purpose? I can't see. I can't I can't understand what is the purpose of killing each other because we believe in different gods. Shouldn't we be proud of each other that we actually believe in something? So I think that if you took away religion and the power of religion worldwide, there would be no, not, of course, there would be war, but
Mm.
the majority of the wars shouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such a powerful thing. It's
Yeah.
really crazy how much of history uh, happened
And
due to religion. It's pretty crazy.
so we have actually started to record uh, the third album where we actually want to leave our comfort zone and do a concept where we twist everything a little bit more. uh, and what if we, um, how will I say this without exposing too much in stage? What if you had to leave Earth because Earth is dying?
Mm.
What if? Where would you go? You have no place to go. You have no rocket in the garage waiting for you to take you to space and live on another planet because the only one that will fit in this rocket that people has built is the people with money and the people with high status.
Mm.
The normal regular people, they wouldn't be able to go with this rocket to this what we call new world or something that we can continue our lives. So what would we do if, because there are so many people talking about, like now for this war with Russia and Ukraine, they are talking about, oh, who's going to press the nuclear button first? And we have climate changes, and we have things happening to the world that's bad and stuff like that. But what if we come to this point where it's not able to live on the earth anymore? We have to leave.
Mm.
What would we do then?
Chaos, anarchy. I don't know.
You understand? You see what I'm trying to say? Because
Exactly.
there's going to be rage. People going to kill other people to get a spot on these flights to leave Earth.
Oh yeah, and people would rather destroy this rocket than not be on
Yeah,
it.
I can go with it. Nobody should go with it.
Exactly. I
But
mean,
that's
humans are in the bottom very egoistic, I'd
yeah,
say. Like, I'll do what's best for me. I'll do what's best. Blah 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 blah. Like in the down the bottom, if it really comes down to life and death, you're egoistic as like
yeah.
for the most part. Like probably not everyone, but like You know,
mostly. The thing is that how do you tell people that you are nothing in a song? You doesn't matter to anyone but your own family and yourself.
oh shit.
And that is the point of view that we are trying to succeed and trying to do on the third album. We are trying a new concept. It's still writing the future, but it's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be more heavy with big breakdowns. And when it's up tempo, it's going to be real up tempo, and it's kind of poppy on the chorus from time to time. So it's like this elements. We are trying to combine them to make even a new sound of Writing the Future that is more Writing the Future than we have ever been.
Oh shit, that sounds interesting. That sounds awesome. I like I like the sound of heavier breakdowns too.
Hey, we have 3 songs, and one of the breakdowns is totally fucked up. I almost get a boner every time I hear this breakdown. This is amazing. This is the best breakdown of breakdowns of all time.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear that breakdown then. Oh my god.
You're gonna think, because people that like breakdowns, they're gonna be like, "Oh, holy fuck! This is the breakdown of all time."
Hell yeah. So
With good
touring wise, what do you have coming up now except Helltown? Are you touring anything in Europe or is it mainly in Sweden?
There are, because of COVID and stuff like that, and I became a dad for 1 year ago, and the drummer also. So we had to take a little bit of time to provide for our families and stuff like that. And before that, it was COVID, so it was kind of stopped everywhere. But we have plans. Can you say it's more than just plans, because it's kind of booked, but we can't go out with the full information yet. But we are going to go to Europe. That I can say. I'm going to do this kind of mini tour for pinpointed cities that we want to come back to, that we have been playing in, where we know that people actually want to come to our shows. And then we have some festivals here in Sweden. One of them is Helltown, and we have actually 2 shows in Norway also this year that is confirmed and booked. So it's not empty, but it's not full either.
Yeah, of course. Like when you have become a dad and everything, you kind of have to take a step back and provide and be there. I mean, it's pretty damn important. And congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so should we listen to Skin Dead now?
What is the reason? Why do God tear my heart? If hands reach to heaven, I fall apart.
And here we go.
There's something buried down deep inside, and the anger I feel controls my mind. Negativity holds me down, but the enemy can't be found. I'm fighting off the demons, but I'm out of sight. It's all I can think of. It's all I can
really love what the things with the drums here. Really cool. Also combining the cleans with the screams are really cool too.
Fuck, you're out of circle. I see your inner sin. Yes, I am your master. I am your fucking
Such a cool element with the dubstep. Really, really love it. And it fits with metal so well too. Oh yes.
kill or be killed. I got a gun against your head. Finger on the trigger.
Oh, good. Yeah, wow, like, it just hits so hard. Like that dubstep breakdown.
Elon presenterar sakerna som gör dig till
No,
stjärnkock.
no ads, thank you very much. Just got some stupid electric store ad on YouTube. Like, god damn it. But yeah, really, really cool. You really see, like, with the elements, with the dubstep and everything, it adds so much. Like, you don't think that dubstep and metal would fit so well together, but the transitions and layering and everything just fits so well together as you do it. Really, really cool. So, like,
Thank you.
what's the, like, when you like start to do songs, what's the how do you say, creative process like? Do you start with writing, or do you start with the instruments, or where do you begin?
90% of our procedure with writing a new song is that I sit and I find some kind of cool synth or something that this layer of pads and this lead on the synth should be some kind of song, and then I write the topic, and from the beginning to the end, which part should be where, and where should I put these elements with the synths. And after that, I am showing the other guys, this is what I've created, and this is what I think should be a cool song if we put our love and our elements to it. And then Richard, he's writing the drums, trying different kind of stuff and what he gets feeling for. And then we take the song and we kind of write the rhythm on guitar together. And then the guitarist, he put his touch with different kind of melodies and layers that he plays. And so the chorus and the text and the song layer, it's actually the last part. I think we haven't done. No, we haven't actually done one song that has been, oh, I like this song melody, because it's 99.9% of the times it starts with a backtrack made of synths.
Ah, okay. Pretty cool. So you just like pretty much pass it around, and everyone puts their touch into it, and then you kind of sit everyone and talks about subjects and everything. Oh,
Yeah,
that's really cool. And then
because I'm living in Halmstad,
yeah,
and the rest of the band is in Gothenburg and Kungälv. So because of the pandemic and stuff like that, because we actually recorded the album up in Stockholm. So it was we need to go to Stockholm, and we need to have as much material with us as possible, because we need to choose which song we should start with and should finish. So this wasn't a process that we have done all the time, because it actually grows with us as a band. This is the most effective way for us to write music. So that's kind of how we have grown into. This is how we need to write music to be able to be creative and get as much done for this small amount of time when we are in Stockholm.
is there any like bands that you really want to like collaborate with in the future? Like we really want to do something with this particular band. Like
It would kind of be kind of fun too, because it we are a metal band.
yeah,
So it's kind of, we think like this, that why should we collab with another metal band? Because then you're putting metal to a metal band, but in different ways. But I think if we could have the opportunity to do a collab with some big artists, I think that we would have chosen somebody like that's kind of different to what we actually do in this core. So maybe it would be kind of fucked up to maybe have a huge rapper, or some kind of really nice pop artist. Or we actually talked about, we should hire Carola on a song, because she's one of the Sweden's most famous singers. So why shouldn't we pick her to do like a chorus line on one of the songs? Because then it becomes, in that process, what we are, a mix of different elements under the same name.
now I wanna hear her in a metal song. That would be interesting.
Dead by April with Tommy Sherby.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it went up pretty well. What they kind of set the limit, because they proved that it's possible to bring in people that are good in what they are good in, and make something unique and different that's also good.
I kind of think that's a way to like blow up too, in a way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you have someone pretty famous, like maybe not in metal as you said, Carola, someone Lorraine, I don't know. So
yeah.
it doesn't need to be an Swedish artist either. But if you get that like audience a little
Yeah.
bit into your sound, and then they start spreading that, and it just goes wide.
Yeah, you can see, because metal is kind of, it's kind of like this.
Yeah,
It's kind of small, and the fans is kind of small.
yeah,
So if you bring in an artist that has this kind of huge fan base, some of them would be, this was nice, this collab, they've done huge breakdowns with nice melodies and nice chorus.
yeah.
So I think that's of course that is a way to amount more new fans.
I think I've gone through pretty much every one of my questions. Is there anything that you would want to like talk about or say to the audience?
The thing is that there isn't much to say, because if you listen to what writing the future is, because writing the future is a concept. There is always a story behind every song and every lyric. There is always a feeling that we want to provide and put in front of you. This is how we feel, but that doesn't mean that you have to feel what I feel when I deliver the lyrics and the melodies. So we have songs that they are heavy for us because they are emotional and stuff like that, and they mean a lot, because they have a lot of background and a lot of message. Because I were there. I talk what I went through and what I saw and what I felt like. But you maybe can, this was nice, it makes me happy, when I'm sitting at home crying to the same song. So I think when you listen to Writing the Future, you have to have some kind of open mind that this is not music just to make you angry or sad, because it's music that we want to make. We want to make you feel. If you feel something, then we have succeeded, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people is like, when they're listening to music, and especially metal and metalcore and deathcore. Oh, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be punching around and doing mosh pit things and run down people and stuff like that. But when you actually break down the song to what it actually is, then it could be like somebody singing about how much they love their grandmother.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think when you listen to, especially Writing the Future, you should be open to understand that it's okay to feel, as long as you feel something. And that is what Writing the Future is all about. You are not alone, and nobody is alone. We can do this together. We are here. We are humans. We have been through shit. We have been happy. We have been sad, glad, angry, depressed, stuff like that. Everybody in this band is human, and we want to show that nobody is alone. You can always write to us if you are feeling something, and talk with us, and we will get back to you. We will talk with you. We will show you that we are not just trying to put out music that we like and love and cherish about. We actually want to provide you with some kind of feeling.
Very
So
well said.
I think when you press that play button on any platform, just have in mind that this is music made to feel.
Yeah, well said. And yeah, that pretty much everything I wanted to ask and talk about and everything. So I want to thank you very much for coming on and being on this podcast with me. And I also want to thank all the watchers and everyone for watching. Yeah. And yeah. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to like it and subscribe. I will leave Writing the Future socials in the description so you can find them. And yeah, have a good one, everyone. Peace.
The same to you. Thank you.
Ja, så ja. Så. Skitnice. Riktigt nice. Ja, det var kul att snacka. Riktigt kul.